All right. Good morning, everybody. Just make sure that our live stream is working here, and then we'll go ahead and get started with this awesome raffle we're going to do today. This is for Sync Academy members, and this is for those of you that just completed our recent Sync 60 challenge, which we just wrapped up this last Monday. And if you were able to log in every single week and mark yes on all of your goals for every single week, and of course, most importantly, at the very end, you're able to say, I'm learning my lesson before I would buy the keyboard and have it sit here and take up space in my studio, and then I have to lug it down to the post office and pay for the shipping. Nah, we're not doing. Give them your shipping address, and then you're going to get it, boom, shipped right to you. And usually within a couple of days, they should get it to you right away, okay? So that way it's easier for me. You should hopefully get your keyboard even faster than before. So anyways, that's what we're going to do this time. So I don't have the box to show you guys this time. So definitely here's what you're going to be getting on the screen here. This is the S61 keyboard. It's specifically designed to really work well with the obviously the native instruments plugins and sound libraries and all that kind of stuff. It does come with, I believe it's Contact Select. Is it 11 or 12? I can't remember what they're at to now. I think 12 is what they're doing now. So you do get some plugins actually to get started with this keyboard. So it's not like it's just going to be blank. You'll actually get some sounds that you can actually start plugging in. So if you don't have any native instrument stuff, that's all right. You'll be able to do some stuff right off the bat. And if not, as you know, the months or years go on, you can start to invest and start to get some more sounds to really work with. But pretty much everybody that I know that uses native instrument stuff loves this keyboard. Makes it way easier to compose, way easier to do automation, to adjust and alter the sounds, and get some really cool just customization stuff going on, basically. So that's what one lucky winner today is getting. Now, who is actually eligible to win this? Let's take a look here. So this is actually our Sync 60 progress chart that we have in Sync Academy. And it's actually, I've eliminated everybody that had any sort of a no on their columns. And so these are actually only the members that were able to mark yes on every single column. And most importantly, right here, we have the two that they, well, actually, this is just a single one right here, that they actually achieved their goal. Okay, so these are all the people that actually set out their goal. And no goal is really too small. And that's what I've always said with this Sync 60 thing. It's really not about having to completely, get an entire album done if you don't really feel that you're there to be able to do that within 60 days. If it's just learning how to mix better, master better, learning how to increase the quality of your drums, program drums better. Maybe you've had some timing issues. You've been getting some feedback that the timing of your tracks are just kind of like a little sloppy. That could be something that maybe that's what you want to work on for the 60 days. So there's a lot of cool things that you guys can do with the Sync 60 challenge, and no goal is too small, and so I always want to make sure that everybody's very aware of that. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking and making sure that we're all good on the live stream. Yep, looks like we're all good here, so I'm just kind of checking with my phone. So what I'm going to do is, what I've already done is I basically just whittled down our list. It's basically number 2 through number 39 down here. So you that are on this page here, you guys are the ones that stuck with your goal. You logged in every single week. You said you did this, and you obviously finished your thing. So you guys are going to be ones that I'm going to enter into a raffle and have a random number generated, or you didn't finish your 60-day goal. That's okay. You're not a failure. You shouldn't quit. You shouldn't just bow out. You shouldn't beat yourself up too much. As long as in this process you were able to learn something about your productivity in terms of what's been getting in your way, like maybe you have some distractions in your home, you have some things with your family you need to work out, you need to ask for some time, you need to wake up before you go to work, you need to schedule some time maybe after work, or maybe the weekends there's a lot of social engagements that you didn't realize they really do take your time and attention away from getting your goals achieved. That's really what this is about too. It's not necessarily about always getting that final yes on your columns, but also just understanding that there are some readjustments that you might need to make. And obviously the first step in being able to do this full time is becoming aware that you have some obstacles, and we all do. There's no single producer on planet Earth that doesn't have obstacles to get to full-time income. We all have our own individual, unique things that you can improve upon for the next time. Maybe you join along with the Sync 60 challenge, or just make music on your own and do whatever you want to do with your career. You still win. You're still a winner. You're still, obviously, you got the best value out of this experience that you possibly could have gotten, okay? The only way you don't really get anything out of this experience is if you just don't do it. If you just say you're going to do it and then you don't check in, you don't even mark no, you just kind of flake out and you're gone, and you forgot that you even started a Sync 60 challenge. Okay, well then maybe that would be something for you to be aware of, that sticking to a goal for longer than a week is something you need to work on. And maybe you need to take it down from your own Sync 60-day challenge, but bring it down to a 10-day challenge and see if you can make it more manageable first, to see if 10 days is something you can stick with, and then extend it into 20 days, 30 days, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so that's really what this is all about: becoming self-aware, understanding what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and understanding also the biggest thing is that this process, creating a goal, mapping it out, getting to every weekly goal, and marking every weekly goal as accomplished, and getting to the final goal and saying, yes, I got that done by the deadline, that's success. And that's all you're going to be doing in this industry. It might not be in a 60-day time frame. It might be in a, like we just had in the syndicate, we had a literally less than 24-hour opportunity. So literally by 5 p.m. the next day, that's your goal, right? So getting that done by that time period. We had a lot of submissions, actually. I was really proud of the guys actually getting as many as they did there. So sometimes in sync licensing, you have really, really quick turnarounds, but it's still this process: setting a goal, having a deadline, there's a brief, there's something for you to do, and making sure that you can execute on time, and hopefully even ahead of schedule if you possibly can. I know a lot of you guys actually came in here and marked yes well before we were even done with the challenge. A lot of you guys you're just productivity beasts. You're on fire and you're knocking stuff out. So it's a really good skill to have, and it's just a really good muscle to start flexing, because once you get through this process, you realize that it's just nothing but this over and over again. You're just going to be setting goals and achieving them over and over again. And the more consistent you can do that, the more profitable and the more likely you're going to have full-time income in sync licensing. That's it. Very easy to understand, much harder to actually obviously practice and make sacrifices for. But that's why we do this here in Sync Academy. So this is the summer Sync 60 challenge. We're wrapping it up today. We will begin a fall Sync 60 challenge probably in a couple of weeks. It could be up to a month or so, but we are definitely going to be rolling these things out pretty consistently, because it's quickly turning into one of the more popular features in Sync Academy, aside from the feedback corner where people post their tracks and get really cool reviews from everybody else. But this really seems to gets most people just excited and on fire, and I can just feel the energy kind of crank up when we start launching these things out. So stay tuned for those of you that are in Sync Academy. We will definitely get one started very soon. And if you're not in Sync Academy, I encourage you to join us and maybe become one of our newest members, and learn why so many members have found Sync Academy to be such a powerful and motivating place to be, and to be surrounded by other positive, productive, hardworking, and really talented producers. It's a really great place to be. There's nothing else like it. There's nowhere else on earth, and it's certainly nowhere else online. You're going to find this really cool kind of a community out there. So I encourage you and I invite you to join us if you'd like to. So let's go ahead and get started with our big raffle here. I think we're all good. We got quite a few of you guys watching now, so let's go ahead and get this party started, shall we? So this is how I'm going to do it. So I use this pickerwheel.com thing. It's a really cool website. And what I've done is I've actually entered numbers 2 through 39. Well, why not number 1? Shouldn't we have a 1? Well, if you look back on our Excel sheet, number 1 is actually our name column. So there's nobody actually there. So Al, you're number 2 here. So basically we're going to start with number 2 and we go all the way down here to number 39. So that's why we have 2 through 39 here. So I'm going to click this spin button and it's going to slowly go. Actually, I think it spins fairly quickly, but I know for sure that it's not going to be too quick, because I tested this out before we went there. I want to change one thing here before we get started, otherwise the audio is going to blow out. So there we go. So once I click spin, we're going to see which number it is, and whatever number that is, we're going to go back to the Excel sheet. We're going to find out what name that is, and then congrats to you. And I'm going to need you to email me, give me your mailing address privately, obviously, and so I can get this shipped out to you. If you can email me today, I will pay for it and ship it out to you today. And however quick the Native Instruments people can ship it to you, but I will pay for the fastest shipping possible. If it's a priority, if it's a next day thing, I will pay for that. So I want to make sure that you get this in your hands as soon as possible. All right. So are you guys ready? I think you guys are. All right. Let's go ahead and get this started. Here we go. Good luck. Boom. Number 26. All right, let's find out who is lucky number 26. It is Michael Capitanelli. I think I got your last name right. Michael, congratulations, my friend. You are the big winner. You're going to be getting this Native Instruments S61 keyboard directly to your home, man. So congrats to you. well done. Working really hard, getting your goal accomplished. Again, the point of Sync 60 is not necessarily to bribe you guys into getting your work done. I know that that's not what this is about. You guys are doing it for yourselves, but I do like to add a little bit of an extra carrot. And I know that this kind of a tool really could help a lot of you guys out in becoming more productive, and actually crank out higher quality music. So yeah, it looks like this is actually what you get as well, the complete 12 selects. So they are up to 12 here. So anyways, you are getting a good collection of little sounds there and samplers to work with. So certainly a great package to kind of boost your productivity. So that's what we got going on. Once again, the winner is Michael Capitanelli. So well done, my friend. Go ahead and shoot me an email today if you watch this, as soon as you get this, and I'll reach out to you too and see if we can get a hold of you as soon as possible. So actually, we'll see if, I don't know if Michael's actually watching right now. I'm kind of looking at the chat here. Let's see. But he is. Congrats, man. You are here. Congrats, buddy. So just shoot me an email, man, jesse@syncmymusic.com, and we'll get you hooked up with that real quick. So well done, everybody. There's a quick video today. That's really all I had for you. Again, congrats to everybody that completed your Sync 60 challenge. To all of you that participated and at least signed up and gave it a shot. I'm glad that you at least did that. And if you didn't accomplish your goal, if you flaked out, if you kind of only got a couple of weeks into it and then you left, and maybe you're watching this video now, I hope this becomes maybe more of a sort of reflective moment of what happened there. And why did we not get all those done? What can I do differently next time? How can I rearrange my life? How can I rearrange my schedule? Maybe get to bed a little earlier, maybe eat a little bit more healthy, get some more exercise, whatever it is to try to increase your energy. It does make a big difference in terms of your productivity and your motivation to get your work done and get your music done. So I couldn't be more happy and proud and honored to be a part of your guys' journey and to see all the really cool stuff that you guys are doing. So once again, congrats to everybody that participated. Really, really exciting stuff. And stay tuned because obviously another Sync 60 challenge is just around the corner. And once again, I do encourage you guys that if you are in Sync Academy and you've not been very active in the platform, try to get more active. Even if you don't really know what's going on in the platform and you've never really been active, just post something and introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, because I know that there's been some people that have been members for many months and they just, for the first time in the last couple of weeks, have been starting to introduce themselves. And it's like, that's great. I want you guys to do it, but I want everybody to, when you first get on board, let us know who you are, what your goals are, where you are. The more that you participate and give to the community in terms of even just sharing your story, the more you're going to get out of it. You're going to get people reaching back out to you, encouraging you. You're going to make relationships. You're going to get connections. I can't tell you how many people have been in Sync Academy and they ended up getting accepted into libraries because they partnered with another Sync Academy member, and that member was working with a library, and so they collaborated on some music, and boom, now they're distributed with new catalogs, new libraries out there. So real relationships are built here, real working relationships that are very powerful. And of course, we have all the resources to help you guys, do that. We have a collaborations corner where you guys can, go down the list of everybody that's looking to collaborate with people. We have split and co-writer agreements that you can use. There's templates there, so you don't even know how to make sure that everything's like, signed in terms of understanding that everything's going to be equal. And you want to make sure you have paperwork between you and the collaborator. We have resources like that in Sync Academy, including all the videos explaining to you what those contracts mean and how to use them. So we have literally everything you could possibly need to really start to network and sort of create a better circle of colleagues around you, really is what this is about. And sync licensing is such a niche, tiny little thing that it's not just about meeting other producers or just other vocalists or other people who do music, but people that are really plugged into this tiny little segment of the industry, which is very small. It's a really small industry to be a part of, actually. You'll be surprised. You might think of it now as this big, massive thing, but once you get on the inside, everybody kind of knows everybody, libraries know each other, and names get around. And so it's really good to just kind of like plug yourself into a circle and a community of people that are all talking about the same kind of things, they're all aware of the same kind of things, and also to get all your questions answered. That's a big part, because I know that most people never feel quite ready, quote unquote, ready to know, okay, I think I kind of know enough about what to do in this business that I can start now making moves. I can participate in Sync 60, I can get an album done, I can research libraries, and I can eventually start to shop and do something with my career. So that's what this is really all about. So I encourage all of you guys that want to join us, do join us. syncacademy.me is the website. For those of you that are in Sync Academy, please keep your awesome motivation and your great engagement going on in the platform. It's getting more and more how do I say it? It's just the platform. I can just feel the energy is just growing and growing every single day. More and more people are getting more active and more collaborative, and also more helpful with each other. I'm seeing that. That's the best thing, is that like when, the more you see that, like you can't go wrong, because you just have you're going to be surrounded by helpful basically members that are doing everything they can to. It's an awesome day, and congrats to you, Michael. I'll look out for your email and we'll get you that keyboard right away. So take care, guys. We'll see you soon.